Hello and welcome to the Language School the World, where learning authentic English is easy and fun. Have you ever wanted to describe things in English but felt stuck using the same simple words over and over again? Maybe you said, this car is big and that car is big too. Well, what if I told you there is a much better way to say it? Today, we are going to boost your English fluency with comparative adjectives. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on all our free English training. Your support means the world to us. Thank you. Let's go. What exactly are comparative adjectives? Well, comparative adjectives, as the word says, help us to compare two people, two places, or two things. So let's imagine we have two dogs. One is big, but the other is bigger. One is fast, but the other is faster. One is cute, but the other is cuter. So basically, we use comparatives to show the difference between things. So a super easy formula to remember is very simple. Adjective plus er, and then we use than. For example, this tree is taller than our house. But wait, does this work like this for all adjectives? Keep watching. Let's look at 3 simple rules for forming comparative adjectives. So, if an adjective has 1 syllable, you just add er at the end of it. For example, tall becomes taller. Fast becomes faster. Small becomes smaller. An example, this building is taller than that one. Let me give you a quick tip, which is very important. So if an adjective ends in 1 vowel plus 1 consonant, you double the final consonant before adding er. So for example, big, which ends in a vowel I and a consonant G, you double the G and it becomes bigger. So you write it B-I-double-G-E-R. Hot, same thing, becomes hotter. We have a double T. Let me give you an example with one of these adjectives. For example, summer in Spain is hotter than in England. Rule number 2. In short adjectives, you change the Y to IER. So if an adjective ends in Y, you drop the Y and you add IER. So happy, which ends in a Y, becomes happier. Easy, which ends in a Y, becomes easier. An example is, learning English is easier than learning Chinese. Let's look at rule number 3. If an adjective has 2 or more syllables, you use more plus the adjective instead of adding er, and than. Expensive, for example, is an adjective which is pretty long. You wouldn't say expensiver, you will say more expensive. Beautiful is more beautiful. Interesting is more interesting. Let's look at an example. This book is more interesting than the other one. Before we end the video, let's look at some common mistakes to avoid. Mistake number 1, forgetting to use than. So this test is more difficult. This is wrong. It is not a comparative because you're not comparing two things. The correct form would be, this test is more difficult than the last one. Mistake number 2, using ER and more altogether. She is more taller than her sister. This is wrong. You have put too many things in. The correct would be, she is taller than her sister. Mistake number 3, using the wrong form. My phone is expensiver than yours. The correct would be, my phone is more expensive than yours. There are still a couple of things we need to look at, which are irregular comparatives. It is a little bit tricky, but it is very important. So, as in everything, there are some rules, but there are some exceptions, and some adjectives do not follow the rules. For example, good is not gooder, but it's better. Bad is worse. And far is farther or further. For example, this pizza is more good than that one. This is wrong. The correct form is, this pizza is better than that one. Now, before we close this video, let me give you a quick quiz and let's see if you remember what we just learned. Which sentence is correct? A, my car is faster than yours. B, my car is more faster than yours. Comment your answers below and let's see who gets it right. Let's wrap up and let's review. Today we learned comparatives, so we are comparing two things. Short adjectives use ER, for example, big becomes bigger. Long adjectives use more, so beautiful becomes more beautiful. And then we have irregular comparatives. For example, good becomes better and bad becomes worse. Now you know how to compare two things using comparatives. But what if your dog isn't just cuter than the other dog? What if it is the cutest dog in the entire world? Well, that's where superlatives come in. Watch out for our next video and you'll learn how to say, this is the most useful video on English grammar. Or the easiest way to improve your grammar, watch our videos every day, no homework required. Or the World Torino is the best YouTube channel to learn English. Jokes aside, we'll also talk about common mistakes, irregular superlatives, and fun tricks to help you sound more fluent in English. Keep watching, keep practicing, and don't be afraid to make mistakes because that's how we grow as learners, and your English will be better than ever. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching.